Even though my son got that award, I personally felt it was for me.
Yeah.
Because I was so happy for him and for myself that we worked as a team. And he's a fantastic son, I have to say. I don't know. I mean, everybody would say their mother's super sweet.
You have to be honest.
He is absolutely fantastic to work with. And, you know, so he actually makes me keep doing what I'm doing just because of his energy and gets on stage. We just had a concert in Camden in July. And he was on stage with me, you know, doing my song. He featured our collab. And then I walked aside to allow him to do his thing, you know. So
that's really nice.
Yeah,
I like that.
And then say that again.
Naya.
Naya. Do you know what? In my head, her last interview. I watched her last interview, and I just saw her name. I was like, that's my sister Nena now. Nena, like,
you can say Nena.
Nena.
Marco, if you hear this song, do you know her music?
I probably heard it. I watched her whole interview.
Her music goes with her name. Like the music is like Afro beats, love, happy, and then her name Naya. Oh, it's just so sweet.
She'll tell you where she got the Kelly from, though.
Where'd you get the Kelly from?
Don't make me say that again.
We'll save that. We'll
save that to last.
We'll save that.
Yeah, we'll save that to last.
You really listened to that interview.
I'm tapped in, sis. I got you.
However, I want to listen to one of your songs now, and it's this one. This is the song you're talking about, okay? It's Show Love.
Show Love.
Yes.
Okay.
So we're going to have a listen and then get back. Stay locked in on the live. Rest of you, we're going to have a listen and we're going to come back online.
Put it up.
My ex.
It's not ex, so I actually never dated the guy. I just liked his name.
Okay, that's good. Somebody from way back.
This is my song.
You did for me, I did for you. That's how it's supposed to be. That person when they show you love. Now who I wanna be. If you get to make you show love. Never stop, just say show up. Love is all you need. Love is all you need. If you get to make you show love. Never stop, just say show up. Love is all you need. Love is all you need. Show some love, show some care. Giving arms anywhere you can. If you need, I'll be your comfort. If you need, I'll be your shoulder. Show some love, show some care. Giving arms anywhere you can. If you need, I'll be your comfort. If you need, I'll be your shoulder. If you get to make it show love. Never stop.
That's the one.
Show love. Love is all you need.
Say Jerry sings.
Love is all.
Truly love you. This is amazing. This recipe.
Big up, Cherry.
Nigerian the house. From Nigeria too.
Swear down, I just know it from Insta. Yeah, no, no, it's not. Yeah, I know J. Chris. Keke. 100%.
You don't know Nigeria.
Oh, no shit.
That's right.
What the bad ones.
Okay. Po.
Keke.
Hey.
Hey.
Hey. We're going live after now.
So that was, what was it? It's called Show Love by Naya.
Po.
Naya.
Nena.
Now do you see what I'm saying when I call it like Africa? Because all her songs have this kind of like happy kind of love. I love it.
Mm.
Obviously, songs are about love.
Bibi made a new category.
Yeah,
Afro happy.
It's
Afro happy.
Yes.
Actually, I went to
Yes.
Uganda
Yes.
in February to dance with the Ghetto Kids. I don't know if you've heard of the Ghetto
Yeah.
Kids.
Is that the ones on TikTok or Instagram?
Yeah, so
Is that-
there's another group called the Hyper Kids Africa that was just on the stage with Akon and
Okay.
Burna Boy. So I danced with them as well. But it's interesting to do a lot of stuff with charity groups
Yes.
because that's their means of survival.
Surviving, yeah.
They
That's what-
dance,
yes.
and they
do have to
dance.
make them happy and to forget about the
Exactly.
things that they're going through. That's
Exactly.
what keeps their sanity, is dancing and singing.
Exactly.
It's true.
So
And it's a nice way of making it out as well. Instead
Yeah.
of just asking.
Taking it.
Yeah,
for money,
they
just doing.
and they fly them all over the world. I
That's
mean,
nice.
you know, they make a lot of money doing that.
Mm.
And I always support charity because I'm trying to build my own in Nigeria. I'm trying to build a children's wellness center in
Hold on a
Nigeria.
second. So there's two things that you want to do. So it's a
I wanna do
charity
a female
plus
label,
female
and
label.
my charity. So my
Yeah,
charity
you've gotta have the business
is the
side.
underlining of everything I do because I keep telling people stream, buy my music, whatever, because a percentage of the profit, a percentage, not everything, a percentage is going
gotta be
towards my
honest.
charity.
Mm.
So that's the aim.
Where you gonna base it?
So I was gonna base it. I know my dad wouldn't like to hear this. I was gonna base it in the east, in Naya, because my dad actually donated his 16-bedroom house and about 3 acres of land for it. But now we have our own land. My husband's from Ishikiri, from Delta State, and we just bought 10 acres in Delta State. We got a donation from Global Giving. They just donated us as the charity of the month from the US. And we've just bought some of the land, and he's actually off to Nigeria soon to just make sure, we have to fence it and get stuff. And it's all by the ocean as well.
Wow.
So I'm thinking of building a wellness center that has things like an indoor swimming pool for the kids, because the drowning in Nigeria, kids drowning. A lady lost her whole family, all her children. One went in, the other one went in to get that one, and the other one gone.
Yeah, because I went to the film premiere a couple of years ago, and it was called. There was a film made about this, and it's called Blacks Can't Swim.
Yes.
And I didn't realise how deep it is, because afterwards there's questions and answers afterwards, and most of us, we come from hot countries, near water, Caribbean, Indian, and if our parents have not learnt to swim,
We don't.
they have not taught the children to swim.
No.
And I think it was most drownings in London, I think a few years ago, were ethnic minorities, because they more time jumping in to try and save the friend,
Exactly.
and
And they
so
can't.
it's very sad.
Yeah.
It was really
But I
sad.
made a point to do baby swimming with my kids. So I started when they're like 6 weeks. So now my son Samuel Obi-Wan, he does 600 feet underwater with oxygen.
But
and
do you know
nitrogen.
why? Do you know why less, like in this country, in the UK? Do you know why less black girls can't swim, don't swim, or don't want to learn?
I
to swim?
can try and guess.
Go on, guess.
I don't know. For me, as an immigrant perspective view, for what I've seen, it's different because back home I grew up around rivers, so it's different.
So you automatically swim.
So you
go
have to
in.
swim.
Yeah.
And that was my childhood thing.
Yeah.
Was just to go and swim. Over here, it's totally different. In terms of letting your kids out, I don't know.
Yeah.
For an immigrant parent, it was
And
a bit.
we don't have places too much. Only if you go to, is it Portsmouth or where
Yeah.
For the
you
pri-
really-
for the
I
swimming
can't really
pools.
say anything. I went to a private primary school.
Did they
and
teach you? You
taught
went swimming?
us
Yeah.
how to swim. Yeah.
Yeah.
Me too. Right. So the reason why is because, so basically, it's a lot of black girls. Like when I went to school, I went to an all-girls school. So there was very few black girls in my school, and the few black girls that were, every time it was swimming day, like Tuesday and Thursday was our swimming day, we had to go and learn to swim, and they didn't want to get their hair wet because of the shrinkage, right?
That's
So they didn't want to
another
get the
one.
hair wet to the shrinkage, so they would come up with the excuses on a Tuesday. They'd say, okay, it's my time of the month, so I can't swim, I've got injury, or not come to school or something, because the hair shrinkage, because of
Chlorine.
society and stuff like that. The chlorine damages their hair and stuff like that. So after the premiere of Blacks Can't Swim, when we had the question and answer session, there was actually a lady there who has actually designed the cap that fits over black people's hair. We never had that before. We've got that
Yes.
now. We have that now.
Oh, I need
And
to
that's-
go and find that
and
cat
that's
because
the-
my daughter always
Yeah, and that's
needs
the
it.
reason why when
Yeah.
I was younger, in my days, the black girls didn't want to swim. They didn't want to get their hair wet, and that was the main reason. Even when I was in Jamaica with my sister-in-law, you know, we're in Cleveland, we're in Jamaica. Why do you not want to swim?
Mm-hmm.
Why do we not want to go and see it?
That
She
hair
just
takes a
didn't
lot
wanna-
of
she
time
just,
to get
yeah,
done.
she just did not want to get her hair wet
Yes,
because
yeah.
of the shrinkage and stuff like that. So that's why.
But these days, you have things to cover your hair now. To you don't
Yeah,
have to
but
cover
those
your
days is
hair.
different. For instance, for
Just
my
put it
days it
on
was
and-
different as well. Like,
Yeah, so the
that was
narrative
one
can
part.
change right now.
Yeah.
So we can, yeah. So all of us, we are, you know, we have that lady who's designed the swimming cap. We have, there was another guy there who has made affordable swimming lessons because sometimes to have private swimming lessons, only certain people could afford that.
Yeah.
That's
Certain
another
families
thing,
couldn't
it's
afford that.
expensive.
To have the private swimming lessons. So now this guy, he's gone on and he's made swimming lessons very affordable, and also childcare as well, because sometimes the parent, like if the child's very little, they say the parent has to go in the water with
Yes,
the child.
yes.
If you've got 2 children, what do you do with the other child? So which one are you going to leave in the water by themselves?
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
like all those kind of things, all those are factors that all made up to this.
And most parents are working.
Yeah.
You don't want to send.
Well, the
this
baby
is the thing.
swimming-
You don't want to send your parent
Yeah.
out with your kid because
Yeah,
there's so
especially
much
if they
of
work on the
what's happening.
weekends, because mostly baby swimming you can get it done on the weekends.
And then
So,
another thing was a high level of Muslim girls as well. Muslim girls, they're not allowed to go in the public swimming pool. There's
yeah.
other men, there's boys in there
There
as
has
well.
to
We have
be-
mixed swimming. In this, it's only been as of recent in the past 5 years that we have all female swimming classes. Because my cousin's wife is one of
catered.
the instructors. She does Muslim only, female only swimming classes. So that's why a lot of Muslim girls never learned to swim. So there was like a whole bunch of different factors.
And it's
There's and there's Muslims in
life,
Colombia and there's
yeah.
Muslims everywhere. So.
It's a life skill. It's
course, you
something
have
you
to.
have
Yeah,
to learn so that you can, because you never, we live in land and water.
We're in an
Apparently-
We
island.
are mammals.
Yes.
And also they
So
told me
you-
that in London we're never less than 3 miles away from
Water.
water,
Mhm.
whether a pond, lake or river or canal.
Uh,
Anywhere in London.
I had access to certain drawings where I used to work, and
Mhm.
basically Peckham, I all used to be underwater.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh, was it?
Yeah. So for instance, the canal, that's why it's called a canal in Burgess
Burgess,
Park.
yeah.
Every time you run around it, that's how they used to communicate with each other because everything was
Water
water.
before, yeah.
Water. So it's man-made.
Wow, interesting.
Big up everyone listening online.
Nah, see,
Nena.
I wanna.
Nena,
Do you know what?
say Nena.
Nena,
Say
Nena.
Nena.
Okay, let me say Nena.
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 But say it
Let's
again.
call her
Say it
Nena.
again.
Nena.
Nena.
What, say-
Nena.
They just add the double N, but let's call it Nena.
No, no, say it
Nena.
again.
You go in
You said
Colombia,
it's
Nena.
they're used to it.
Nena.
Nenaya.
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 Nena.
You have to do it like we're singing. Nenaya.
Yeah.
Nena.
When you get to Colombia, they're gonna be like, Nena, ay, Nena, I got that.
Yeah.
They're used to it.
Nena.
Is it Michael Bublé?
Michael Bublé.
Yeah. I listened to him,
He's
Barbara
good.
Streisand. My first song that I did was a cover called My Funny Valentine.
Yes, my funny one.
Yeah, it was a jazz song, and I had to actually get licensed from Warner and Chappell because I added my son rapped in that song when he was 14, and I also got like a Nigerian African sort of vocals in there. So I love that song. I love the Ella Fitzgerald version, very traditional, and then the Barbara Streisand version. And then the recent times, I love Asa. Is it Asha Ashe?
Oh, the
Ashay.
singer.
The singer,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
I like she's French.
Yeah.
She's wasn't French. I like Joe Boy. I know it's odd. I like the likes of David Doe and Burna Boy. I love Burna
Which
Boy.
one?
Actually, Burna Boy's drummer is the one that produced my song called You and You. So Emmanuel,
You and
one
You,
of the
yeah.
outsiders,
Okay.
yeah, he produced that song.
Okay. I know Burna Boy's producer, Telly.
Oh,
Made him
wow.
came over here, yeah.
Nice.
person.
Yeah, so I like that, but I like the girls too, the Thames and but one of my favorite artists of all times is Shadi Adu. I love Shadi. I did a cover of her song "Kiss of Life."
Yeah,
Yeah,
sure.
and I just released a cover of Lionel
Even the way
Richie.
she says it, Shade do, I was thinking.